Go!
Where?
Here! Oh, goodness. Shouldn't you be equipped with, like, smoke screens and tasers or something?
Those were on my uniform, which you made me change out of.
I didn't make you.
You said to look less threatening.
Well, heavily garbed in black and decorated weapons doesn't exactly say we come in peace.
And now we're trapped in a closet.
I never did like getting in the middle of political affairs.
Then why did you name yourself the ambassador of Metabellus 3?
Because I was curious. It's not every day you land on an artificial planet like Ferocious Minor.
Aye, and let's never do it again.
I think the guards are far away enough now.
Where did you get that?
Oh, I commandeered it off the Emperor during our escape. You like it?
You know,
Yeah.
Doctor,
What? It's the Doctor and his target.
is this what you wanted?
Directly addressed to me and the TARDIS for emphasis. For what you've told me, the M is definitely the Menace's special signature. How could he have known that we would be on that planet? I mean, how could he possibly have known that we would have been there hiding next to that poster at that time? I mean, the probability is just incalculable. Ah, I've been meaning to do this.
Do what? Do what? Doctor! Where did you find this place?
I'm alright. It's finished.
What is it?
I just spent 9 minutes and 31.7 seconds on this. How could you possibly not know what it is? It's my sonic screwdriver. It's my new one. I just made it out of some spare parts from the junk box.
That box was full of spare parts.
I'm a firm believer in recycling, but only when it comes to technology. Unlike the Cyberman that is.
What are you gonna do now?
Well, I'm gonna trace the origin of the message.
With the screwdriver.
Of course not. That'd be silly. Traces of oxygen, hydrogen, and nitrogen. The paper with the planet was produced has an atmosphere similar to Earth. However, the ink is made from tungsten and iron particles dissolved in a obsidian-based tar. So the planet has a more or less recent history of volcanism. The amount of metal dust layered on the surface proves that it was definitely carried by spaceship for about 3 days after its 8 days of transcription. The glue has been dry for a little bit less than a day. This was posted up the morning prior to my considering going to Ferocious Minor. How strange.
You know, sometimes I think you may have that stuff up just to look impressive.
Maybe sometimes, but right now, I know my flavors. Just think. 3-day trip, recent history of volcano activity, and atmosphere similar to Earth. Well, Froshius' orbit around its star puts in a 3-day trip at about 2 planets, L'Oreal and Zygel. Both have Earth-like atmospheres, but only one has had volcanic activity in the past 50 years at this time. It was, Zygel. Wait, how did you know that?
I've been there. When I was a minus drone, everywhere I went, I left destruction.
I say we go to Zygel and try to find some information on the Menace.
Okay.
I was right.
There's no planet, so you're wrong.
No, the space-time coordinates are correct, but the planet's just not here. Right now, the TARDIS should be overlooking a sunlit continent who's just suffering its midday hour after lunch. Where is it?
Maybe the TARDIS is wrong.
I don't need the information in the TARDIS to know we're in the right place. Even the stars are telling me that Zygel should not be missing from this place. I mean, even if the TARDIS lived up to its habit of bad parking, we should still at least be able to see the little ball of Zygel out there in the distance. But it's nowhere.
What is that?
It looks like some debris. Hold on. I'm gonna pilot the TARDIS remotely to get us closer and get some samples. Alright, get ready to catch some rocks.
Normally, people throw rocks, not catch them.
Catching just throwing in reverse.
No, it's not.
Oh, God. Tungsten. And obsidian.
Like, made from an explosion. The Malice.
The what?
It was a detonator the Menace used to destroy planets.
Zygel's been destroyed.
Not just Zygel. He made me strange. I don't remember things until I see something related to it. Never occurred to me what I had done. He made me my home.
Xanthos.
Home of my mother. He made me destroy it. Why?
I don't know.
I could have spent my whole life not remembering if it weren't for this. If I was still a drone.
Emotions hurt, but, you know, there's whole humanoid races out there who have just found a way to remove the hurt by removing emotions. Now they're just monsters.
Monsters need not feel anything.
Sorry, Zygel. It's just too late. Where are you going?
I don't know! Away!
Away from me? Why?
Because you saved me! I could have spent my whole life not caring, not remembering, being a mindless drone!
Hey! Hey, listen, I know emotions can hurt, but hurt's just one side of emotions. Having no emotions isn't living, it's just surviving. You know, there's whole races out there who have just turned off or removed their emotions. Now it's just machines. Is that what you want? To be a machine? Something that just takes orders and never thinks for itself?
Why do you never talk about it? About me?
Because I don't think that your past is as important as your future. You are going to be crowned Empress of the Galaxy. And that's a promise.
Doctor!
Oh no.
L'Oreale, the nearest planet. What? What's that?
It looks like one of the 5 fingers of the hand of Malice.
They're gonna decimate L'Oreale too? What for?
I don't know. It's the thumb.
The thumb?
Yes, the thumb is the first one to be placed of the 4 detonators.
So we have time.
Better than that, the creator of the detonators would always come down to supervise the construction.
Who?
Dr. Monkoto!
We can stop him.
We can talk to him.
What for?
He may have information that I don't.
All right.
Let's go!
What?
You should eat something. You're no good to me if you're dead.
Don't worry about me, you oaf. Nothing, and I mean nothing, must stand in the way of progress. And then, extermination. Now go join the other oafs over the hill and eat that dirty sludge that they call stew.
Well, fine, I will.
Be that way!
Vela, what are you doing?
Go back to your time machine, Doctor.
Vela, don't do this.
I have to. Make one noise, I blast your brain.
Vela, don't do this.
I have to. I have to make him suffer.
That's something Vox would do. You're not Vox anymore, Vela. You're Vela. Vela of Xanthos.
Vela of Xanthos. There is no Xanthos. So who am I? A murderer and a cold-blooded killer is all I have left.
What about the Empire? Giving you the throne so you can save the people of the galaxy from tyranny.
We have no clue how to do that.
I'll find a way. Just don't do this.
He destroyed my planet. He had me watch as Xanthos burn like a star. He deserves to die.
If you kill him, you become no better than the person you used to be. This man deserves punishment, yes, but not by our hands. As long as I'm here, he's not going to destroy this planet. And you're not going to kill anyone.
No! I have to! I want my revenge!
You sound like the Tantra. Is that what you want? To become like the woman who forced you to do her dirty work? No. You're not going anywhere. Nope, I won't do that if I were you. I've got a sonic screwdriver. Sounds like a very scary torture device, doesn't it? Take care of the super weapon. Hey.
Hey,
Montero's been arrested. Lucky for us, he's wanted in more than one galaxy. The Andromedan authorities arrested him for hate crimes, conspiracy, and evading galactic law.
I'm sure he has other scientists that can operate the Malice.
And that's why I went to the extra length to protect L'Oreale. Its indigenous people live under the surface, so I set up a field around the planet to keep other ships from landing. Are you okay?
No, of course I'm not okay. I finally get free of the Tantra's mind control. And I still try to kill someone. What's wrong with me?
I used to be so good at this comfort thing. I think that you're just going through something very difficult right now, and you're just not sure how to handle it.
Why do you bother hanging around me? I'm a murderer. I killed Tara. I shot her before I could stop myself.
You should hate me. Why don't you?
I've seen a lot of people fall prey to mind control and just total imprisonment in their own minds. Most of those people died while under that control, or as a sacrifice while being set free. You're alive. You survived total control. I don't hold you responsible. I hold the people who brainwashed you responsible. The Tantra, the Menace, the Empire that forced its criminality. I understand how it feels.
So that's why I'm here, isn't it? You would have liked me once. No home. People gone once. Why didn't you tell me?
You pushed all your emotions down. I figured you remember eventually. I didn't want to just thrust such pain upon you after you're just being freed.
So what do we do now?
Keep traveling, I suppose.
What about the Menace?
Well, I haven't quite figured that out yet. But don't worry. A promise is a promise. And you will restore order to the Syrian galaxy. That's something I'll make absolutely sure of. Oh, I know. Check a gummy bear.
Hold on. That just might work.
What?
I think I know how to reclaim my throne.
How?
I'm going to ask you a very serious question.